Dad spent his last dollars on me after getting fired, just to see me happy. I called him a bad father the day before. When I was 16, I was a typical teenager who thought I knew everything. My dad was a hardworking man who worked long hours to provide for our family. He would often come home late, tired and exhausted. One day, I was complaining about how he never had time to take me to my soccer games. I told him he was a bad dad and that I hated him. I could see the hurt in his eyes, but he didn't say anything. The next day, he surprised me by coming home early to take me to my game. I was so happy and forgot all about the argument we had. After the game, he took me to my favorite restaurant, and we had a great time. On the way home, he told me he loved me and that he would always be there for me. I didn't know it at the time, but he had lost his job that day. He didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to ruin my day. He spent the last of his money to make me happy. I didn't find out until years later when my mom told me. I was devastated. I realized how selfish I had been and how much my dad loved me. He eventually found another job, but it was tough for a while. I will never forget what he did for me that day. I love you, Dad.